Chosen one, brace yourself. A powerful person is about to make you an insane offer. Something deep within your spirit needs to stay awake right now, because what is about to unfold in your life carries a weight that could quietly change everything you once believed about your future, your worth, and the unseen hand of God guiding your steps even when you felt alone and overlooked. There is a sacred stirring happening behind the scenes, and if your heart feels even the slightest pull, it is because heaven is gently whispering your name with purpose and intention. Type 555 if you believe. This moment is not ordinary, and it is not random, because God has been preparing something through silent seasons, hidden struggles, and long nights where your faith was the only thing holding you together. You are not reading this by chance, and your presence here carries meaning that is greater than your current understanding, because something valuable is being aligned just for you. There is a quiet promise resting over your life, and it has been waiting patiently for the right time to reveal itself in a way that your heart can finally recognize and receive without fear or doubt clouding your vision. The powerful person who is about to step into your path is not arriving to confuse you, harm you, or lead you away from your purpose, because God does not send blessings that destroy the soul He carefully formed with love and intention. Instead, this person carries a door, an opportunity, and an offer that feels overwhelming because of how big it appears compared to where you have been standing for so long. Your past has tried to teach you to expect less, to accept smallness, and to settle into quiet disappointment, but God has never written that ending over your life. Take a moment to gently open your heart, because what is coming is not meant to frighten you, even though its size may feel unfamiliar and its timing may seem sudden. The offer that is approaching carries a test within it, not a test of fear, but a test of trust, because God is watching how you respond when something finally matches the prayers you whispered when no one else was listening. There is a reason this is happening now, and it is connected to the growth that has been quietly forming inside you through patience, endurance, and silent faith that refused to disappear even when life felt heavy and uncertain. If this is touching your spirit, gently show your support by liking the video, because it helps this message reach someone else who might be waiting for the same comfort and reassurance tonight. You have been shaped by moments that others never saw, and those hidden seasons were not wasted or forgotten by God, because every tear, every silent prayer, and every moment of holding on built something inside you that is now ready to receive more than you once thought possible. The powerful person coming into your life is not greater than God, and they are not above His authority, because they are simply being used as a vessel to deliver something that was already written in your journey long before you recognized its shape. This is why your spirit feels both calm and stirred at the same time, because part of you recognizes the presence of divine timing, even if your mind is still trying to understand what is happening. There is something important you must hold on to during this moment, and it is the quiet knowing that God does not rush blessings without purpose, and He does not place opportunities before you without already preparing your heart to stand in them with strength and peace. This offer, as surprising and overwhelming as it may feel, is not here to break you, because God does not build you up only to watch you fall apart when something good finally arrives. Instead, it is here to stretch your faith in a gentle but real way, inviting you to step forward with trust instead of stepping back with fear that comes from old wounds and past disappointments. Type 2323 to affirm. Let that simple expression become a quiet agreement within your spirit that you are ready to receive what God has been preparing, even if you do not fully understand every detail yet. There is peace waiting on the other side of your acceptance, and there is growth waiting within the decision to believe that you are worthy of something greater than what you have known before. The powerful person stepping into your life is not the source of your blessing, but they are part of the path God is using to bring something meaningful closer to your hands. As you continue to move forward, hold on to the softness of faith and the calm assurance that God is walking beside you, even in moments where everything feels new and unfamiliar. There is no need to rush your heart or force your understanding, because what is meant for you will unfold with clarity and peace that settles gently within your spirit, instead of causing confusion or fear. There is a softness in His timing, even when the outcome feels large and unexpected, and this is where your heart is learning to rest instead of resist. You are not being pushed into something uncertain, but rather being led into something that has been carefully prepared with intention, love, and a deep awareness of what your soul can carry without breaking. Every step forward is being watched over with care, and nothing is being placed before you without purpose or meaning connected to your growth. The presence of this powerful person in your life is not simply about the offer itself, but about what it awakens within you, because sometimes the greatest transformation does not come from what is given, but from what is realized deep within your heart when you finally see yourself through God's eyes. There has been a quiet struggle inside you for a long time, one that questioned your worth, your place, and your ability to receive something that feels greater than what you have known before. That struggle is now being met with something real, something tangible, and something that gently challenges the limitations that once held you back from stepping fully into your purpose. Have you noticed how some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly? A leaked CIA document may finally explain why. Scientists studying brainwaves uncovered a simple 7-second ritual believed to activate a powerful abundance response inside the mind. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home technique is helping people move from financial struggle to dream lifestyles filled with money, success, travel, and peace of mind. The most unbelievable part is how easy it is to do. But this information could be removed without warning. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone forever. There is a sacred stillness that you are being invited into, a place where you do not need to compare, doubt, or overthink every detail, because God is not asking you to carry the weight of this moment alone. Instead, He is asking you to trust that what is being placed before you is aligned with a plan that has always been working quietly behind the scenes, even when you could not see it clearly. This is why your heart feels both cautious and hopeful at the same time, because you are stepping into something new, while still holding on to the lessons of the past that taught you to be careful with your expectations. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. Let that simple expression become a reflection of the quiet strength that has been growing inside you, even during the moments when you felt uncertain about where your path was leading. Faith is not loud or forceful, and it does not demand that you understand everything before you move forward, because it simply invites you to trust that God is leading you with care, wisdom, and a love that does not fail or fade. This moment is not asking you to be perfect or fearless, but it is gently encouraging you to believe that you are ready for something more than what you have experienced before. The offer that is approaching carries layers of meaning that go beyond its surface, because it is not only about opportunity, but also about alignment, timing, and the quiet confirmation that your life is moving in a direction that reflects God's intention for you. There have been seasons where you felt unseen, unheard, and overlooked, but those seasons were not empty or meaningless, because they were shaping your heart in ways that are now becoming visible through what is being placed before you. You are not the same person you were before those struggles, and that is why this moment is finding you now instead of earlier, because your spirit needed time to grow into the space that this blessing requires. There is something deeply comforting about knowing that God does not forget what He has promised, even when time passes and circumstances seem to suggest otherwise, because His timing is not rushed or delayed, but perfectly aligned with what your soul can receive without losing its sense of peace and stability. This is why the arrival of this powerful person feels both surprising and familiar at the same time, because part of you recognizes that this moment has been building quietly for a long time, even if you did not have the words to describe it before now. Your journey has been leading you here, step by step, and nothing about this moment is accidental or misplaced. As you continue to move through this experience, allow yourself to remain grounded in the truth that God's guidance is steady, gentle, and filled with intention that always leads toward growth, healing, and a deeper understanding of your own worth and purpose. You do not need to prove yourself or earn what is being offered, because what is meant for you is not given as a reward for perfection, but as a reflection of the love that God has always held for you, even during the times when you struggle to see it clearly. This is not a moment of pressure, but a moment of quiet expansion, where your heart is learning to open in ways that feel both new and deeply right. Type 1919 to receive miracles. Let that expression settle into your spirit as a gentle acceptance of the possibility that something good is truly unfolding in your life, even if you are still learning how to fully embrace it without hesitation or fear. Miracles do not always arrive in loud or dramatic ways, and sometimes they appear as opportunities, connections, and moments that slowly shift your path in a direction that feels more aligned with who you are becoming. This is one of those moments, and it carries a quiet beauty that is meant to be received with trust and calm confidence. There is no need to rush your understanding or force your decisions, because what is meant for you will continue to reveal itself with clarity that brings peace instead of confusion and reassurance instead of doubt. The presence of this powerful person is not here to overwhelm you, but to remind you that God often uses people as part of His plan, allowing blessings to arrive through connections that feel meaningful and aligned with your journey. You are not alone in this process, and you are not expected to carry everything on your own, because God is walking with you through every step, guiding your heart with quiet wisdom that knows exactly what you need. This moment is not about pressure or urgency in a fearful sense, but about a calm invitation to step into something that has been prepared with love and purpose. The offer that is drawing closer is not just an external change, but an internal awakening that is teaching you how to receive without shrinking back into old patterns of doubt. You may notice that your thoughts are trying to revisit past experiences, reminding you of times when things did not turn out the way you hoped, or when trust felt misplaced and left you feeling disappointed. Those memories are not here to stop you, but they are surfacing so they can finally lose their hold over your present decisions. God is not repeating your past, and He is not leading you into the same outcomes that once caused pain or confusion, because this moment carries a different intention and a deeper sense of alignment with who you are becoming. Your journey has not been a circle, but a path that has been moving forward, even when it felt like you were standing still. There is something deeply important about the way your spirit is being prepared to receive, because the size of what is coming requires a level of peace and trust that cannot exist alongside constant fear or hesitation. God is gently strengthening your inner foundation so that when the offer is fully placed before you, you are able to stand with clarity and confidence instead of uncertainty. This is not about becoming someone new, but about recognizing the strength and readiness that has already been growing within you through every challenge you have faced. You are not being asked to become worthy, because you already are. And this moment is simply revealing that truth in a way that feels real and undeniable. This may sound unbelievable, but thousands of people are talking about a secret 7-second ritual connected to leaked CIA research. The method is designed to shift your brain into a frequency linked to wealth, abundance, and opportunity. People who once lived paycheck to paycheck claim they are now seeing dramatic financial changes, from unexpected money to luxury purchases and dream vacations. 4 neuroscience labs reportedly tested the technique and confirmed its powerful mental effects. You were guided to this for a reason, but this page may not stay online much longer. Click the link in the description and comments now before the secret disappears. Type 1111 if you trust in God. Let those words become a quiet anchor within your heart, reminding you that trust is not about knowing every detail, but about believing that God's presence is steady and guiding you, even when the full picture has not yet been revealed. There is a calm strength in choosing to trust, and it creates space within you for peace to settle where fear once tried to take control. This is not about ignoring your feelings, but about allowing your faith to gently lead you through them with reassurance that you are not alone in this moment. The powerful person who is stepping into your life carries a role that is significant, but it is not the final destination of your journey, because they are part of a greater unfolding that God has designed with care and intention. It is easy to place too much focus on the person or the offer itself, but there is a deeper layer that is more important, and that is the way this moment is shaping your understanding of what it means to receive without resistance. You are learning to recognize that blessings can arrive in forms that feel unfamiliar, and that unfamiliar does not mean unsafe or wrong when God is the one guiding the path. There is a quiet peace that begins to grow when you allow yourself to step out of constant questioning and into gentle acceptance, because not everything needs to be analyzed or understood immediately in order to be real and meaningful. God often works in ways that invite you to experience before you fully comprehend, allowing your heart to recognize truth before your mind has the chance to overthink it. This is one of those moments where your inner sense of calm becomes more important than external validation, because what is meant for you will carry a peace that cannot be easily shaken by doubt or fear. Type 2323 if you agree. Let that simple response become a reflection of your willingness to align with the flow that God is creating within your life, even if it feels different from what you expected or imagined before. Agreement does not mean you have all the answers, but it means you are open to trusting the direction you are being led in, with a quiet confidence that grows stronger with each step forward. There is beauty in this kind of openness, because it allows you to receive without holding back, and to move forward without carrying unnecessary fear. As the offer begins to take clearer shape, you may find yourself feeling moments of excitement mixed with a gentle sense of caution. And this balance is natural because your heart is learning how to hold both hope and wisdom at the same time. God is not asking you to ignore your discernment, but to allow it to work alongside your faith in a way that creates clarity instead of confusion. There is a difference between fear that holds you back and wisdom that guides you forward, and this moment is helping you understand that difference in a deeper and more meaningful way. You are being invited into a space where your decisions are no longer driven by past limitations, but by present awareness of who you are and what you are capable of receiving. This is a shift that goes beyond the offer itself, because it touches the way you see yourself, the way you trust God, and the way you approach new opportunities with a sense of calm confidence instead of hesitation. Your growth has not gone unnoticed, and it is now being reflected in the experiences that are coming into your life with purpose and intention. There is something powerful about realizing that you are not chasing this moment, but that it is arriving to meet you where you are, because God's timing does not require you to run after what is meant for you. Instead, it aligns things in a way that brings opportunities into your path at the right time, when your heart is ready to receive them without losing its sense of peace and balance. This is why you are being reminded to stay grounded, to stay present, and to trust that what is unfolding is not random, but deeply intentional. As you continue to move forward, allow yourself to remain connected to the quiet presence of God within your life, because His guidance is the steady foundation that will keep you grounded, no matter how big or unexpected the offer may feel. There is no need to rush your steps or force your understanding, because everything will continue to unfold in a way that feels clear, calm, and aligned with your inner sense of peace. You are being guided with care, and what is coming carries a purpose that extends far beyond what you can currently see. This moment is gently removing the old image you carried of your limits and replacing it with a clearer understanding that you were never meant to stay small or hidden within your own fears. What is arriving is not just about change on the outside, but about a transformation that begins within and radiates into every part of your life. There have been times when you felt overlooked, as if your efforts, your patience, and your quiet endurance were not leading anywhere meaningful or rewarding. Those moments were not empty, and they were not ignored, because God was using them to prepare your heart in ways that could not have been rushed or skipped without losing something important along the way. The strength that has grown inside you during those silent seasons is now becoming visible through the way you are able to stand calmly in the presence of something that once would have overwhelmed you. You are not reacting with panic or disbelief, but with a gentle awareness that something significant is taking place, and that awareness is a sign of how much you have grown. The powerful person who is stepping closer into your life is not simply bringing an offer, but reflecting a moment where your preparation meets opportunity in a way that feels both unexpected and deeply aligned. This is not about luck or coincidence, because God does not rely on randomness to shape the path of those He is guiding with care and intention. Instead, this meeting carries a sense of purpose that goes beyond surface understanding, and it invites you to look deeper into what this moment truly represents for your journey. There is a quiet confirmation within it, a reminder that you are not forgotten, and that your life is moving in a direction that holds meaning and promise. A newly revealed 7-second brainwave method, backed by neuroscience and once hidden in classified documents, is helping thousands activate their brain's wealth setting. People refer to it as the money magnet sound because of how quickly it appears to attract abundance. Click the link in the description and comments below to awaken the prosperity already within you. Type 2020 to claim miracles. Let that simple action become a quiet declaration within your heart that you are ready to receive what has been unfolding in ways you could not always see or understand before. Claiming does not mean forcing or demanding, but gently accepting that what is meant for you is already being guided into your life with care and intention. There is peace in this acceptance, and it allows you to stand in the moment without feeling the need to control every detail or outcome. As this experience continues to develop, you may begin to notice a shift in the way you respond to uncertainty, because instead of feeling overwhelmed or anxious, there is a calm presence within you that reminds you to trust the process without needing immediate answers. This calm is not coming from your circumstances, but from the quiet assurance that God is present and active within every step you take. You are learning to lean into that assurance, allowing it to guide your thoughts and actions with a steady sense of peace that does not depend on external confirmation. There is something deeply beautiful about the way God aligns people, moments, and opportunities at the right time, because it reflects a level of care and attention that goes beyond what you can see on the surface. The person bringing this offer is part of that alignment, and their presence in your life is not random or accidental, but carefully placed within your path to serve a purpose that is connected to your growth and your future. You are not being asked to place your trust in them, but to recognize that God is working through them as part of a larger plan that is unfolding with precision and love. Type 666 if you trust Jesus. Let this expression settle gently within your spirit, becoming a reminder that your faith is not misplaced and that you are being guided by a presence that knows your heart, your struggles, and your potential better than you do yourself. Trust does not require perfection, and it does not demand that you have everything figured out, because it simply invites you to believe that you are not walking through this moment alone. There may still be moments where doubt tries to quietly return, bringing with it thoughts that question whether something this meaningful could truly be meant for you. Those thoughts are not stronger than the truth that God is revealing within your life, and they do not hold the final say over your decisions or your future. You have the ability to gently acknowledge those doubts without allowing them to take control, choosing instead to remain anchored in the peace that has been growing within you through this experience. The offer itself may feel large, even overwhelming at times, but it is important to remember that God does not give you something without also giving you the strength, wisdom, and support to carry it with grace and stability. You are not stepping into this moment empty-handed, because everything you need has already been placed within you through the journey that brought you here. This is not about proving yourself or meeting expectations, but about stepping forward with quiet confidence that you are capable of receiving and holding what is being offered. There is also a deeper lesson unfolding within this moment, one that goes beyond the opportunity itself and reaches into your understanding of what it means to trust God fully, even when the path ahead is not completely visible. You are learning to walk with faith that is steady and calm, allowing it to guide you through unfamiliar territory without losing your sense of peace or direction. This kind of faith is not built in a single moment, but it is strengthened through experiences like this, where you are invited to step forward with trust instead of hesitation. As you continue through this unfolding, allow yourself to remain present, grounded, and open to what is being revealed with each step. There is no need to rush or force anything, because what is meant for you will continue to come into clarity with a sense of calm that reassures your heart instead of confusing it. God is not leading you into chaos, but into a space where your life begins to reflect the quiet beauty of His plan in ways that feel both real and deeply meaningful. There is a quiet depth to this moment that continues to reveal itself in layers, and the more you allow your heart to stay open, the more you begin to sense that this is not just about what is being offered, but about who you are becoming while receiving it. God is not only placing something valuable before you, but He is also shaping your inner world so that you can hold it with peace instead of pressure, and with confidence instead of fear. You are being guided into a version of yourself that is steady, aware, and gently rooted in trust, even when everything around you feels new and unfamiliar. This transformation is not loud or overwhelming, but it is real, and it is happening within you with quiet certainty. There have been moments in your past where opportunities felt uncertain, where you hesitated because your heart was trying to protect itself from disappointment or confusion. Those moments were part of your learning, and they helped you grow into someone who understands the importance of discernment, patience, and inner clarity. Now, as something meaningful stands before you, you are not the same person who once reacted from fear, because you have learned how to pause, reflect, and listen to the quiet voice within that gently points you toward peace. This is the difference that your journey has created, and it is allowing you to approach this moment with a calm awareness that was not present before. The powerful person connected to this offer is still part of the unfolding, but your focus is slowly shifting from them to the deeper meaning behind their presence in your life. God often uses people as instruments, but the true source of what is being given always comes from Him, and this understanding keeps your heart grounded and centered in faith instead of attachment. You are not being asked to depend on a person, but to recognize the way God is working through them to bring something into your life that aligns with your purpose and your growth. This awareness protects your peace and allows you to receive without losing your sense of balance. A 7-second brainwave practice, once reserved for select circles and concealed in classified files, has now been made public, and many describe it as the 30-second miracle. Experts say it awakens a dormant brain center connected to wealth and blessings. Click the link in the description and comments below to see why so many people are talking about it right now. Type Amen if you believe. Let that simple act become a quiet reaffirmation of your faith, reminding you that what is unfolding is not random, and that you are not walking through this experience without guidance or purpose. Belief does not require certainty in every detail, but it invites you to trust that there is a greater plan moving through your life, one that is leading you toward something meaningful and aligned with who you are meant to be. There is strength in this belief, and it creates a foundation that supports you as you continue forward. As the details of the offer begin to take clearer shape, you may feel a mixture of excitement and careful consideration, and this balance is a sign that you are approaching the situation with both faith and wisdom. God is not asking you to ignore your thoughts or rush into something without understanding, but to allow your inner sense of peace to guide you as you move forward. There is a difference between fear that creates hesitation and wisdom that brings clarity, and you are learning to recognize that difference more clearly now. This awareness is helping you make decisions that feel aligned instead of pressured, and it is allowing you to remain calm even as something significant unfolds. There is also a gentle reminder within this moment that you are not defined by your past limitations, and that what is being placed before you reflects the growth that has already taken place within you. You are not stepping into something that is beyond your ability to handle, because God would not lead you into a place where you are unprepared or unsupported. Instead, you are stepping into something that matches the strength, resilience, and quiet confidence that has been forming inside you through every challenge you have faced. This is not about becoming someone else, but about fully stepping into who you already are. Type yes to affirm. Allow that expression to settle within your heart as a gentle agreement with the path that is opening before you, even if you are still learning how to fully embrace it without hesitation. Affirmation is not about forcing yourself to feel a certain way, but about allowing yourself to be open to what is possible and to trust that what is unfolding carries meaning and purpose that will continue to reveal itself with time. There is peace in this openness, and it allows you to move forward without carrying unnecessary resistance. The unfolding of this experience is also teaching you something important about patience, because even though the offer may feel immediate or urgent, the deeper understanding of it is something that develops gradually, allowing your heart to adjust and grow alongside the changes taking place. God does not rush your understanding, because He knows that true clarity comes from a place of calm reflection and inner alignment, not from pressure or haste. This is why you are being encouraged to remain present, to stay grounded, and to trust that everything will become clear in the right time without needing to force it. There is a quiet confidence beginning to take root within you, one that is not based on external validation or approval, but on the inner knowing that you are being guided and supported through this moment. This confidence is gentle, but it is strong, and it allows you to stand in the presence of something significant without feeling overwhelmed or uncertain. You are learning to trust yourself in a new way, recognizing that your ability to navigate this experience comes from the connection you have with God and the faith that has been growing within you. As you continue forward, allow yourself to remain connected to that inner sense of peace, because it will guide you through every step with clarity and reassurance that you are moving in the right direction. There is no need to rush, no need to force, and no need to doubt what is being revealed, because everything is unfolding in a way that reflects God's care and intention for your life. This moment is not the end of something, but the beginning of a new chapter that carries growth, opportunity, and a deeper understanding of what it means to trust and receive. You are being led into something meaningful, something that carries both purpose and promise. And as you continue to walk forward with faith and openness, you will begin to see how every part of your journey has been preparing you for this very moment. There is peace within this unfolding, and it is guiding you gently toward what is meant for you, with a steady and loving presence that never leaves your side.